Good morning, Rachel. Huh? Ignored? Hey, Rachel! Good morning!
Jean? I wonder who it is. Good morning. Who is this?
Rachel, you should answer me right away.
Jean? I don't have any friends named Jean. Who are you? Who did you get my contact information from?
Huh? Didn't Mike tell you anything about me?
Oh, you know Mike. I didn't know he had a friend like you.
Lies! Didn't he ever talk about his relationship with me? Oh, maybe our relationship is a secret? Oh no! What should I do? I just texted his wife! Oh no, I'm in trouble!
Jean? You're Mike's friend, aren't you? What do you want from me? Did something happen to my husband?
No, please don't use that term, friend. Mike is my boss, and I'm his team member.
Oh, you're from the company. It's nice to know his colleague. Thank you for taking care of Mike.
Yes, in the daytime we're colleagues.
Daytime?
At night, we're more than that.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't you get it? Me and Mike are in love. So give Mike to me, please?
What are you talking about? That is so crazy. My head is spinning. That's called an affair, isn't it?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong?
Mike doesn't love you anymore. I want you to break up with him soon. Otherwise, I feel sorry for Mike.
Feel sorry for Mike? Wait a minute. I don't understand. I can't follow what you're saying, and this is shockingly insane. But, come to think of it, Mike has been weird lately. He comes home late because he's busy with work, and he often comes home in the morning. He doesn't do any housework lately, which is not like him. I didn't hear anything from him. I never thought this would happen, but...
Mike keeps saying he wants to divorce you. You're Mike's classmate, right? You're 5 years older than me. How does it feel to have your husband stolen by a younger woman? Do you feel miserable? Miserable, isn't it, old lady?
You're rude, even though we've never met. I'll talk to Mike about this.
Hurry, okay? Even though I'm younger than you, my 20s are almost over. I'm determined to get married by the age of 30. Please, get a divorce as soon as possible.
I'm so stunned. You and Mike, so selfish. I can't believe Mike would want to marry someone like you, no matter how young you are.
What do you mean, someone like me? Just being young and pretty is worth a lot.
I knew he wasn't smart, but I'm so disappointed.
You're finally divorced, old lady. I told you to hurry. Anyway, I'm going to thank you. Thanks!
It's you again? What do you want all of a sudden?
I just heard from Mike that you're finally going to divorce him. I told you I couldn't wait any longer. I heard that you were reluctant to break up. The old lady is so pathetic.
Ugh, old. Watch your language.
What's wrong with calling an old lady an old lady? More than that, you were dumped by Mike. Face the reality. Don't you understand that it's just ugly, crying and clinging to him that you don't want to break up?
It was Mike crying and clinging, saying he didn't want a divorce. That's why it took so long to get a divorce.
Are you going to lie this time?
I'm not lying. I spoke to him the day after you contacted me, and I told him we could get a divorce right then. He's the one who's been reluctant to divorce until now, not me.
I see. You're trying to look good, aren't you? Mike told me you didn't want to get divorced, that you were begging him every night. No matter how frustrated you are, it's really pathetic lying like that.
Did I say I was frustrated? I'm just happy we're divorced. He was clingy every night, and it was really annoying. It's your new husband, Mike, who is pathetic.
Now you're bad-mouthing him? You're so ugly. It's your fault he had an affair. You're an old woman with an ugly personality. You're done as a woman. I won't allow you to talk bad about Mike.
We're divorced and I have nothing to do with you two. I'm not interested in him or you. Don't contact me anymore.
You too! Don't contact me again! Rachel, how are you? Old woman living miserably on your own?
Contacting me out of the blue, so rude. I thought you were never going to contact me again.
I started living with him and I thought I'd tell you.
Oh, I see. Are you guys getting along?
Of course! We're in love every night. What, jealous? An abandoned old woman gets jealous? It can't help it. I'm young and cute. The old woman is destined to be abandoned.
Did something happen? The way you're provoking me is really terrible.
Say whatever you want. I win. We got married.
What? You're officially married? Well, that's great. Congratulations.
What was that attitude? Can't you congratulate me from the bottom of your heart?
I'm so happy for you from the bottom of my heart. You haven't heard anything from Mike?
What are you talking about? I'm not going to tell people about our marriage yet.
Why?
Whatever.
Let me guess. You can't tell your colleagues or your family that the boss and subordinate got married after having an affair.
More than that, compensation. I want to clear that up quickly.
Did you know the word compensation?
What, do you think I'm stupid? Of course I know. That's why I contacted you.
I'm glad you did. That makes it much easier. I was thinking about what to do about it. I'll contact you when I get the details.
Compensation was set at $15,000. Pay in full.
Compensation? I pay you? I wonder what kind of misunderstanding you have today. You said $15,000? Compensation is what I charge you.
Stop talking nonsense and just pay the $15,000 now.
You're the one talking nonsense. Your story is always so unexpected that I can't understand. Can you explain it to me so I can understand?
You caused me mental anguish.
Oh, you know a difficult word. What did I do to you?
Mike is the man of my dreams. I've loved him since we first met at the company. I couldn't marry him because he already had a wife. I couldn't marry him, so I had no choice. It's your fault. You're responsible for all this. Pay $15,000 right now.
I've never talked to someone as selfish and stupid as you. I don't know who taught you that, but do you think that kind of childish logic works in the world? Okay. For the time being, I'm going to demand you $40,000 in compensation, so pay me.
I'm the one who gets compensation.
Do you know what compensation means?
Don't make fun of me!
Anyway, I'm not going to pay you a penny.
Shush! I don't care about your logic. Just pay $15,000, stupid old lady! You're old, so you must have a lot of savings, don't you?
Whether I have savings or not, I don't have the money to pay you. We're not going to get anywhere talking about this. Let's have lawyers and discuss this.
A lawyer? I don't mean to make it such a big deal.
Really? Then I'll forgive you for what you did for $40,000. You can pay that, right?
$40,000? There is no way I can pay that much money. Why are you charging me so much? I told you I was fine with $15,000.
$15,000 for Jean and $25,000 for Mike. You're a married couple, aren't you? I'll charge you $40,000 in total. Did you know I can claim compensation not only from my ex-husband, but also for his mistress? It's the law.
No,
I don't know anything about that. The law? I can't pay what I can't pay no matter what you say. I don't have any savings or anything. I assume you also don't know there are very few cases where the cheater doesn't have to pay compensation. I don't. Oh? Lost for words? What happened to the momentum you had earlier? There's no point in talking about it here. See you in family court. Jean? Did she run away? Missed call. Missed call.
Come on, answer the phone right now! Rachel, I got a strange paper. You did it, didn't you? What a certification of content? What's all this?
We talked about compensation 2 weeks ago, right? Have you forgotten already?
Oh, I remember. I don't approve of paying, and I don't have that kind of money.
I had my lawyer check with that certification of content. If you don't pay, we will be going to court. Shall we settle the matter in court?
Oh no, I don't want court. I don't have the money to get a lawyer. Hey, just wait a minute, it's too expensive. How's $10,000? Or maybe $7,500?
No way! $15,000 is well within the average.
Mike's $25,000 is a little too expensive. Why is it that I'm $15,000 and Mike is $25,000?
The compensation I'm charging him is $15,000. The rest, $7,500, is money I lent him, and I'll get it back from him.
Huh? Debt? That's not what I heard. Rachel, you... How bad do you want the money telling such a lie? I won't let you take money from us who have no savings.
I'm not lying. I didn't tell you anything. I'm sure you're shocked, but calm down and listen. His debt is not $7,500.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
His total debt is $300,000. So when I heard you officially married him, I was a little surprised. I never thought he would hide his $300,000 in debt and get married.
What?
Jean, are you okay? He's a terrible man. Well, but you love him, don't you? With the power of love, you can overcome anything.
It's a lie. It's a lie. $300,000 is impossible. What are we gonna do? Mike doesn't have any savings.
No savings, but $300,000 in debt, plus $40,000 compensation to me. And if you don't have any money now, I'll wait a while. Good luck earning with the power of love. You'll be okay. You're still young.
Oh, that bastard. $300,000 in debt. What should I do? Old woman, you're lying, aren't you?
You're more bad-mouthed than ever. Which part is a lie?
$300,000 is a lie. How can you get that much debt? He didn't spend that much on our date. I don't think he had time to go out with other women.
It's gambling.
That's another lie. He wasn't likely to be playing slots or horse racing.
He was pretty addicted when he was younger. Slots, of course, horse racing and sports bet. He had a decent job, but whenever he got his paycheck, he gambled it all away that day.
That can't be.
Eventually, his salary wasn't enough, so he started borrowing money from a consumer loan. He started with $750, then he started borrowing $7,500, and his salary was gone just by paying interest.
Maybe I married the wrong man?
Well, he recently quit gambling and paid off his debt little by little.
Why did you marry such a man?
When he proposed to me, he swore he'd stop gambling, and he did work hard after we got married. I wanted to support him, too. I guess I was the only one who thought so. I didn't have a good eye for men.
Don't say that.
Ah! I'm sorry to pour salt on the wound, but
What?
I told the company that you and Mike had an affair and got married.
Oh my god! You are kidding!
I'm not kidding. Originally, it was a boss-subordinate relationship at the company, right? You have to report to the company what their employees have done, you know?
If you say that, I can't stay in the company anymore.
Oh, your company prohibited in-house romance?
Not really. If word got out that I was having an affair, they might ask me to voluntarily resign.
Even you know that. But there's still the power of love. Good luck with love power!
I can't believe I'm $300,000 in debt and also leaving the company. It's over. Ugh, I got fooled.
After that, I reported the affair to the company, and the rumor spread quickly, and both of them quit immediately because it became difficult to stay at the company. Rumors like that spread fast, so Mike couldn't get another job, and he seems to be working part-time now. He's not a person who has skills in particular, so it's hard to change jobs or get a new job. He is going to have a hard time paying off his debts. First he has to pay compensation, then he has to pay me back. Will it take about 30 years? That Jean seems to have run out of love for Mike. I wonder if they are still married? I heard they're separated. Jean paid me, but since she doesn't have any savings, she borrowed money from her relatives to make money. Her family gave up on her, and she couldn't make ends meet, but she got what she deserved after all. The man she stole from me after the affair owed $300,000. It's just hilarious. Well, I have to do my best too. Maybe I should start a business with the $40,000?
Hey, Mia, are you out again? I can't believe you'd go hang out with your friends every night. Don't you feel bad about going out while Derek's working until late? That again? I've told you many times. I'm working as a traffic officer during the night. I'm doing my best to earn money for the family. I've never gone out at night just for fun these past few years. I'm tired of all your lies. You're not worthy of being Derek's wife. We don't need such an untrustful daughter-in-law like you. All you do is lie and parasite on this family. You've got to stop fooling around. I won't forgive you even if Derek does. I haven't lied at all. I'm going to get busy, so I can't return your messages. You have to understand that I'm out for work and not to hang out with friends. Not only do you go out every night, but you don't come home until morning. Derek chose the wrong woman for his wife. Please, don't make me repeat everything. I have night shifts. I'm not having fun outside the house. If you don't believe me, ask Derek. Derek told me about you. What? He said the reason you go out at night is because you're partying. You spend the family's money for fun, and that's why Derek has no money. I felt sorry for him, so I gave him some money from my savings. What a wife you are! Don't tell me you're trying to spend all the money in the house. Wait a minute. Did Derek really say that? That's a big lie. Do not believe him. You want me to trust a vixen daughter-in-law over my own son? No way. How can I believe you? Don't make me laugh. Fine. I'll talk to Derek then. Whatever. It's none of my business. But you'd better stop partying. If you can't, give me back my money. Otherwise, I'll kick you out. Let me talk to Derek first. What the hell were you thinking? I'm at work now. You're just working part-time at a pub.
That doesn't change the fact that I'm at work. If you don't have anything important to say, stop texting me.
Why did you lie to your mother?
Lie about what?
That I'm out to party every night. Why did you say such a thing? When have I ever gone out at night for fun?
Come to think of it, maybe I did say something like that. I didn't have any money, so I had no other choice. It was just to get money out of her.
Why didn't you just tell her the truth? Instead of making up some fake stories, you should have said you have no money because you use too much of it even though your income is so low.
There's no way she'd lend me money if I told her the truth. Plus, I can't say such embarrassing things to my parents.
If you're aware that it's embarrassing, why don't you change your attitude? Don't frame me with lies and just face reality. Stop using that much money and get a better job.
You're so annoying.
What?
You're like those super annoying old women who always want to lecture someone. You should try acting like the cute girls around me. You're younger than me, but you look older than me these days.
Are you comparing me with those college students who work at the pub? They don't have a useless husband and live with their toxic in-laws like me. Of course I wouldn't look so young and cheerful like them.
Hey, watch your mouth. I won't forgive you for saying rude things about me and my parents.
I'm tired of talking with you. Anyway, I don't want any more problems, so stop lying to your mother about me, okay? Hey, have you read my text? Your partying during the nights hasn't stopped at all, so I've decided to make you get a divorce with my son. Excuse me? What's this all of a sudden? I'm at work right now. I've had enough of your lies about working at night. I know that you're just having fun. It's stressful for me to see people like you fooling around. I'm working my shift tonight. You can lie all you want, but I shall do as I please as well. I've already filed your divorce papers. What? So you have to get out of this house. Wait a minute. You filed for our divorce without our permission? I'm glad I found the papers you guys had already signed. Now I can kick you out without hesitation. There is no place for a bitch like you. So you really did file for our divorce then? Does Derek know about this? Not yet. But it was obvious he no longer had feelings for you. He always said he wanted a divorce, so I think he'll be pleased. You ignored my explanation, and you didn't confirm Derek's wishes. I want you gone ASAP. Don't ever come back to this house. I'm sorry, but that's difficult. Let me pack up my stuff tomorrow morning before leaving. I'll just throw all your stuff outside, so don't you dare come inside. Pick them up quickly so that the neighbors don't think it's weird. Throw them outside? You don't have to go that far. I'm telling you, I'll go get them tomorrow morning. It pisses me off to see your face. Fine then. You're the worst daughter-in-law I've ever heard of. I can't believe you'd go out every night to party and not come home until sunrise. I've already filed for divorce, so don't ever come home again. I'm so happy to cut ties with you guys. Have a good rest of your day then. Don't you ever show your face again. Never mind about my luggage. This is such great news to me. I'm overjoyed that I can leave that house. You can throw away all my stuff. I'll go retrieve what I need before the garbage is collected. Goodbye. I hope I never have to see you again. That's my line. Goodbye, nasty old hag. What? Well then, I have to go to work. What do you want? I've been calling you since yesterday. Why won't you pick up any of my calls? I'm at work and it's annoying me. I'm in a panic. You should have replied earlier. I don't care whether you're in a panic or not. If you have something important to say, just say it. What's happening to the mortgage? The mortgage? After you left, our living expenses disappeared. Are you stealing money from our household? If that's the case, give it back now. I didn't steal it. It's been a month since I left that house. You changed the locks and you have the bank cards with you, right? How can you say I stole it? Then why is my family's financial situation in a crisis? Until now, we've been able to pay our bills without any problems. Now, we can't even pay the mortgage, and if this continues, we'll lose the house. My husband is turning pale reading the letters. For the past year, I've been paying for all the bills. It's only natural that'll happen without me. What? You've been able to pay the bills because I've been putting money into the family account. I stopped doing that since I got a divorce and left the house. That's why you can't pay anything now. It's as simple as that. What? You were paying it? Why? I thought Derek was the one paying our living expenses. Then why don't you ask Derek to pay the bills then? I doubt he has the ability to do so, though. I asked him, and he said he can't pay any of the bills. What the hell is happening? I thought Derek was paying them until now. Mia, you have to explain it to me so I can understand. It's nothing difficult. The fact is very simple. Derek only makes $2,000 a month. He's useless. How can a monthly income be only $2,000? Derek is very lazy, so he makes the young college students work more. Then, he loses his opportunity to get tips. He drinks and eats at the pub where he works after his shifts, and that money is deducted from his salary. So that's why his monthly income becomes $2,000. Pub? He works at a pub? That's why he always goes to work in the evening. Normal office workers go to work in the morning. I'm surprised you didn't think it was strange. So, Derek worked until late because it was a pub. He wouldn't come back until late because he was drinking even after his shifts. But I worked day and night, every day, even being sleep deprived. I think I deserve to be thanked for supporting that useless, lazy man and his annoying parents. Wait a minute. Derek's monthly income is $2,000? He's already in his 30s. How can that be? Why don't you ask your son? If you don't believe my story, ask him to tell you the truth. I'm a stranger now. Then, it's true that you've been paying our bills all this time? That's right. It may be difficult for you to believe it after all this time, though. Your son wouldn't get a decent job and continue to use up his own income. So I had no choice but to work night shifts as a traffic officer in addition to my daytime work. By giving up my sleep and my free time, I managed to earn enough money to save some money for myself. But most of my earnings disappeared in order to pay all the bills. You were a traffic officer? I thought you were just hanging out with your friends. How many times do I have to tell you that you've got it wrong? Your son lied to you. It's about time you realized that. But it's too late for you to acknowledge the truth. Thanks to you, I'm divorced and free. My life is great without that despicable man and his toxic parents. I just believed what Derek told me. Do you finally understand what has become of your son? That's the kind of man he is, the worst kind of man you can ever imagine. Even if you don't want to believe it, it's true. Now, you have to work it out as a family, okay? I'm a stranger now. Don't say that. What should we do about the mortgage? Excuse me? Our mortgage. We can't pay it. I thought Derek was paying it. I didn't know you were paying for it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I don't care. It's none of my business. Go earn your own money. What? I'm just revealing my true feelings that I've been holding back until now. But honestly, you can't ask a stranger for help. I can only say, why don't you solve this problem with your family? What are you saying, Mia? You were part of our family until last month. Our crisis is your crisis. Why don't you come back? What? You mean come back to that house? Yes, that's the best thing to do. We can all live together again. Then we won't have to worry about a thing, and you'll pay for our living expenses. I'd like to go back to how it was a month ago, so please do so. Are you out of your mind? Who would agree to such a stupid proposal? I thought you didn't want to divorce Derek. I'm giving you a chance to get back together with him. Shouldn't you be happy to come back? You're ignoring everything we've talked about. What do you mean? I've never said I didn't want a divorce. In fact, I've always wanted a divorce. I've been telling you I'm glad you made us divorce. There's no way I'm ever going back to that house. That house is only hell to me. I finally have the freedom I've always wanted. Get lost. You're too harsh. You're like a totally different person. How can you talk to me like that? I'm Derek's mother. You've created a horrible monster. You know that? But I guess you were a monster too. Well, please do your best to make ends meet. I think you and your husband should search for a job. There's no way we can work at this age. Well, it's out of the question that you are planning to depend on your son to support you in your retirement. But Derek doesn't seem to have the ability to take care of anyone. Please, Mia, help me. If you don't help us, we'll become homeless. My husband's savings will not last for long. I see. But I have evidence of Derek's affair. I'm going to file a claim for alimony, so please be prepared. Alimony? Of course. While he was having a fun time with his affair partner, he made me sacrifice myself to support his parents living for a year. I deserve to get alimony, don't you think? Then, Derek is going to have debt and won't be able to support us. I don't want that. Mia, you can't do that. Don't try to depend on me now. You kicked me out and made me divorce your son, even though I was supporting the family finances. This is all your fault. Take responsibility and take your family to hell. Even after that conversation, Jane continued to ask me for help. But of course, I ignored her and blocked her. She was in despair. Now I'm able to live a rich life thanks to cutting off all ties from Derek and his family. On the other hand, Jane's family is now living in fear of losing the house. What goes around comes around, right? Now the whole family is working from morning till night at a local factory. I hope Derek can pay off his debt soon.